Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius September 19, 2023. If you felt woozy and lost in a fog for weeks, that is fading in the rearview mirror. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, is now direct in your solar house of relationships. If you've dealt with miscommunication, frustration, or confusion around partnerships, you're now advancing forward to figure that out. You may now better be able to see eye to eye in matters of commitment, promises, and union. If single, use this energy to have meaningful discussions about your expectations in relationships with others. The recent weeks weren't meant to be a curse but a blessing in disguise. What could come up in conversation? Be open to reducing certain chats when Venus in Leo squares Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. You might be talking about work or with a coworker during this square. As the conversation unfolds, it might be worthwhile to get ahead of it before it spirals into something unproductive. For example, this could be stopping yourself before contributing to workplace gossip or keeping the tone of conversation on a more positive track. Whatever comes up might be stressful, but it is nothing that you cannot handle or navigate with professionalism. 2 days after the dwarf planet Ceres left your financial sector and at the halfway point in Mars' 6.5-week visit, the moon wraps up a visit that brings a chance to capture both. As well as leaving you with your financial instincts and imagination fueled, the moon will leave you with a better read on Ceres' focus on your financial needs and priorities, but also of Mars' financial passions and fighting spirit and of where to channel this. The tendency to nurture others can be a liability for you. Unless you are a paid professional during office hours, taking care of yourself first is your foremost responsibility. Even parents need to focus on themselves if they are going to be proper role models for their children. If you need someone to nurture, look in the mirror. You are a wonderful listener, ask your reflection what it needs and hop to it. It may take a little practice, but you can do it. You will tend to change directions in your life and find a new balance after a long period of failures and difficulties. It is with your family and friends that you will feel most in harmony, and everyone will advise you to start working on your inner life so that you can see some light at the end of the tunnel. This inner search may be slow and laborious, but this is the price that you have to pay to get some harmony back into your life, most notably in your relationships. Everything will irritate you and generate conflicts. Where has your legendary humor gone? 2 days after the dwarf planet Ceres left your financial sector and right in the heart of Mars' 6-week visit, the moon begins its well-timed monthly visit. As well as leaving you with your financial instincts and imagination fueled and a better read on Ceres' focus less on the money and more on your financial needs and priorities, an alignment with Mars has helped to unleash his warrior spirit. Mars is focused on the money, and with your financial passions and fighting spirit fueled, this ushers in a more active phase and one that is more about taking your financial power back. The Sun might be in his final days in your relationship sector, but with Mercury, the planet of communication, still in his early days in direct motion, and Venus, the planet of love, still 3 weeks away, there is little if any urgency. While the new moon 3 days ago brought a chance for new beginnings or to draw a new line in the sand, the journey still has a long way to go. At the same time, while Mercury is back in direct motion with both planets in your communication sector in retrograde motion, the past still has a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Just 2 days following the return of the dwarf planet Ceres to your financial sector, the moon makes its entrance today, offering you an opportunity to touch base and gauge the initial planetary activity on this financial front for the year. Ceres, unlike being solely money-focused, places its emphasis on comprehending your financial requirements and priorities. As the moon re-enters this realm, it will kindle your financial instincts and ignite your imagination. It's worth noting that having Pluto in retrograde motion in your income sector around this time of year has been the norm ever since its initial arrival in 2008. However, the time has come for this planet of transformation and revolution to bid its farewell. While Pluto will make a temporary retrograde return for a few months in the coming year, it won't coincide with the Sun's presence in your career sector. Furthermore, it won't happen at a time when there is a wealth of resources available across the income, work, and career fronts to support Pluto's mission of unearthing untapped income potential. 3 days after both a new moon in your income sector and Mercury's direct turn here, the moon is gone but you are still regrouping. While this has given income potential the green light and the Sun is now just 5 days away from leaving, with Mercury here for the rest of the month and Venus, the planet of money, still 3 weeks away, the best is still to come. In essence, this marks a pivotal moment as Pluto takes its final bow in this particular astrological configuration. The stage is set for you to explore new horizons and tap into financial opportunities, guided by the insights gained from Ceres and fueled by the celestial alignment of the moon. The moon's first visit to your financial sector since the dwarf planet Ceres returned over the weekend is also the last while she is on her own here. By the time the moon returns in 4 weeks, for the first time in 2 years Mars will be here and his drive to take your financial power back will have ushered in a time of action. For now, with your financial instincts and imagination fueled, this is a chance to observe as Ceres focuses less on the money and more on your financial needs and priorities. The Sun's alignment in Virgo today brings with it a subtle frustration, as it forms a quincunx aspect with the North Node of Destiny. This cosmic configuration may leave us feeling a bit uncertain when it comes to decision-making. However, there's a silver lining to this celestial arrangement. It compels us to explore all available options before taking action. Instead of rushing into choices hastily, today is an opportune moment for deep reflection. Be mindful that any decisions made under these astrological conditions may be marked by hesitation and potentially lead to future complications. To navigate this energy, it's wise to adopt a more measured approach and resist the urge to take definitive actions at this time. As the moon continues its first visit to your financial sector since the dwarf planet Ceres' return over the weekend, it continues to make waves, as it does with each monthly visit. As well as fueling your financial instincts and imagination and ensuring you are emotionally and intuitively engaged, this is putting the interplay between money coming in and money going out in the spotlight. Your enthusiasm to propel yourself forward may be palpable, but it's crucial to recognize that others might misinterpret your intentions, especially in intimate matters. Avoiding misunderstandings can be challenging, so exercise restraint and demonstrate appreciation for both those around you and your current circumstances. Interestingly, this is an ideal time for financial endeavors. Consider indulging in some well-deserved retail therapy, but don't splurge on a single extravagant item. Instead, focus on making smart investments with your money. The people in your life are offering sincere advice, so don't hesitate to heed their wisdom. Whether you're contemplating a small purchase or embarking on a substantial financial venture, the stars indicate that you're likely to benefit, even if your spending exceeds your usual limits.